In this lesson, you will dimension the grid lines on the north side of the structure. Click the menu Browser and select Open. And in the Open dialog, from the Training Files Imperial folder, open the file rstdocad01, create dimensions. Then open the view 01 entry level, and let's create a permanent dimension. Click the Annotate tab, and on the Dimension panel, click Aligned. We're going to place an overall dimension between grid lines 0.5 and 6. Click grid line 0.5 and then click grid line 6 and move the cursor to the right and up and click to place the dimension. Next, to place a string of dimensions, click each grid line from left to right as shown. And to place the dimension string, move the cursor until the dimension string snaps into position in relation to the first dimension string placed. Then click Modify. We will modify the position of a dimension text. Select the dimension string and select the text control for the second dimension from the left and drag it down and to the right to make it easier to read. Then clear the selection and we will change the dimension type. Select the string of dimensions and from the Element panel, click the Change Element Type drop-down and select Linear Dimension Style, Arrow, Baseline, 3/32 of an inch Arial. When you do, the multiple dimensions display the distance from the same grid line, 0.5. You can drag the dimension strings to reposition them. Select and delete the first overall dimension, and let's dimension the horizontal grids. Using the same method, place a string of dimensions on the horizontal grids by clicking each grid line, starting at grid line A as shown. Then click Modify and select and relocate the dimension strings if necessary, and zoom into the entryway so that we can create a radial dimension. Clear the selection and on the Dimension panel, click Radial. Then on the Options bar, make sure that Place Dimensions is set to Wall Center Lines. Then select the arc to display the radial dimension. Then move the cursor outside the arc and click to place the dimension. Press Escape and let's add a dimension to the walls of the stairwell. Zoom to fit and zoom in to the northeast stairwell. On the Dimension panel, click Aligned, and on the Options bar for Place Dimensions, select Wall Faces, and for a pick, select individual references. Then select the inside face of the left retaining wall as shown. Then click the inside face of the concrete wall on the opposite side of the stair opening. Then click outside the wall to place the dimension. Then press Escape twice, and let's add text to the dimension value. Double-click the dimension text. Then in the dimension text dialog, under text fields for below, type clear and click OK. Then select the drag text control and drag the text outside of the stairs. Then press Escape and close the file without saving it, as the next lesson will provide its own training file. And that concludes this lesson.